What would you lot say regarding player ratings then? Let's get player ratings into this. What's the minute on the clock? 2:54:50. Player ratings. Let's get into it. Player ratings, player ratings, player ratings. Who actually, let's try and do this from memory as I do. Turner. Distribution let him down, made some big saves. I give Turner a humble 7, 6 plus a bonus point. I'll be a bit generous. Didn't have much to do when Bodø Glimt did get forward. Didn't really have that clinical nature. But yeah, man, happy he's got a clean sheet, if I'm honest. In fact, maybe 6 is a hype, man. 7's a hype. It's a 6 still. I'm overdoing it. I can't lie. I think Tomiyasu was very good. He did initially start at right back. I'm giving him an 8. I think he was good today. Holding. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him an 8 as well, man. I think he was all right, to be fair with you. 7 plus a bonus point for scoring. Gabriel, I'll give him a 7. I think he was tidy as always. Tierney, I actually think Tierney was very good today, really. I really do. Him and Tomiyasu potentially could get 9s. I give them both 8s. Very good, Tierney and Tomiyasu doing all they can to remind the gaffer, listen, I know Ben White's doing his thing, Zinchenko does his thing, but remember, it's a competition for places and we can be utilised. Definitely with Liverpool. I think Zinchenko deserves to start, but Tierney done his best in that inverted role today and did it quite well. Was probably one of our best attacking threats. Obviously, played a major hand in getting the goal. It's his effort that's hit the post, and Eddie Nketiah has followed in as well. So, yeah, man, not that we was tested defensively enough. Like Arteta Goat said, Glimt didn't have any big chances. The only chances they really got is when we gave the ball away, despite the fact of they're clearly a very comfortable side in possession. So, yeah, Granit Xhaka, steady 7 for me, does what Xhaka's been doing, really, Nice to see he got a bit of a rest. As I said at the start, you'd imagine he weren't going to play the distance, but we're going to need you against Liverpool. Lokonga, healthy 6, a high 6, not quite a 7. I think he played some lovely passes. Confident performance from him. He just did his thing, really. Standard, really, if I'm honest with you, from Lokonga. Vieira, Fabio, a 9, involved in all 3 goals. Scored the tapping after fantastic dazzling play from Jesus. Played a major part in the counter-attack where Martinelli was also involved, in Tierney in the first goal, as I just said, where Nketiah's tapped it in. He got an assist as well. I think he had some, it could have been a glimpse into the future with Fabio Vieira and Odegaard, the link-up play. As I said, I want to see that. Right now, it's Xhaka, Tomiyasu. But as we're getting more, players that can play their role and other things, and you're seeing the relationships on the field with several players that start and don't start, and the regulars and things, at one point, I do want to see Fabio Vieira, Odegaard, Zinchenko, Smith Rowe, all these playmaker dons crammed into that team. And there was a couple of occasions Odegaard and Vieira were taking turns in the 8 position and they were linking up. It's not really right now. And I think Arteta's shown, as I said, with the Brighton away example last year, where you saw him play, it wasn't the right time and it didn't bang. Lokonga as a lone 6, Odegaard and Smith Rowe as rotating 8. So I think it's shown Vieira, not Vieira. Well, Vieira and Cole can do it, and I think it's shown Arteta, if he could, he will, but they all probably need to develop. So, yeah, man, good opportunities there, really and truly, man. Good talk, Tierney and Tomiyasu did well, Jesus well off the bench. Eddie keeps scoring goals. Nelson got a couple minutes there. Tierney in the inverted role. Take nothing away from Tomiyasu today as well. Think Nketiah could have had a couple more, but it's calm, man. We move in it. It's calm. We move, like, simple business, really. So, yeah, that's Fabio Vieira now. Marquinhos, a 6. I think he started really sharp, but he's shown that he's still got to go through the gears a bit. Sometimes I think he was out-muscled unnecessarily, played with his head down, a bit too left foot centric, but he did well, man. I think he did all right. So calm from him, really. So, but I think a 6, really. Did all right. Didn't do bad, taking his chances he's being given. Eddie scored. I'll give him a 7. Worked hard, through his, his newfound muscle about. Should have scored, but just before he was subbed, obviously scored a goal. I think he played quite well, really and truly, Eddie. But 7 for me. Martinelli, 6 plus a bonus point of a 7. I think, did look a bit tired. I think, obviously played a massive role in what led to the goal. Good in stages. But standard, really. 6, but a bonus point, really. I don't really think he's on par with Eddie. I'll give Eddie an 8. Let me be a bit generous. I think Eddie looked a bit tired in the second half. As a team, we did look a bit flat in the second half, apart from the end of it. But yeah, man, it's high fitness levels. In terms of the subs now, Jesus didn't have long, but for the minutes she played, I have to give you 10 out of 10, really. But on serious note, I'll give you a 7. Came on, dazzling skill, got an assist, calm. Saka, I'll give him a 6. Bit anonymous, really, but calm. Just get through this game. We got again. White, I give him a 6. Just kept it ticking over. Nelson, NA came on, got some touches, showed willingness, but not really long enough on the field. Who came on, people? White, Jesus, Saka, Nelson. Was that it? That must have just been it, Surely, people, am I bugging out? I think that's it. Let me check. Because the young tugs didn't come on, excluding Nelson. Who came on? Yeah, Odegaard, Jesus, Saka. Yeah, I think we've got them all, really. Nah, it feels like I'm missing one. Nelson, NA, Jesus, Saka, White, Odegaard, yeah. Kept things ticking. I think he was decent, to be fair with you. 6 as well. Odegaard, couple cute touches. Nothing of note, really, apart from Jesus' skillers, but they weren't really on long enough to affect the game. So, yeah, man, we keep it moving, if I'm completely honest with you. 2 wins from 2, clean sheet. We sit top. PSV and Glimt are on 4 points. Zurich are on 0. We got a double header against PSV coming soon. We get our first 9 points from 3 games. It's a good platform. We keep the winning momentum. Football is a squad game. If these boys are going to be involved next season, then it's Champions League business. So we need to be able to put in performances. Everyone's taking their chances. Everyone's working well, capitalizing on the home form. As I said, nice to see Fabio Vieira involved in the goals. For me, Tierney in that inverted role. Tomiyasu gets significant minutes on top of a good performance. A clean sheet from Matt Turner. Baby food minutes, but Nelson off the bench. Ed Nketiah goal. Marquinhos more minutes so we can start to learn more about him, and ultimately the 3 points. We got to remember it's a results business, and assuming no one's injured, nice to see that the players that did start the game came through unscathed. Shout Holding for scoring as well, but other than that, pretty damn standard, really. Keep it moving. So yeah, man, Turner 5, bit harsh. I benefited of that, man. He did make some decent saves, man. Turner 6, Tommy 7, Holding 8, Gabriel 7, Tierney 7, Lokonga 6, Xhaka 7, Marquinhos 6, Vieira 8, Martinelli 6. He could get a 6 to be fair, and Nketiah 8. Do you see Nelson starting away again at Glimt next Thursday? Maybe, because we're going to have to, after Liverpool, you'd imagine, Leeds is a big test. We're going to probably have to rotate a lot more. Tommy an 8 or 9 for me didn't put a foot wrong. You're right. Still, you know what? VAR. You're right. Still, I think he could get a 9. This is why I love these chats, because you're getting me flashbacks. I do think Martin, like bonus point. Yeah, Tommy has 9 still. But was it on par with Vieira? Probably. Yeah, Lokonga had some great passes. He's learning. Xhaka was poor to me today. Bit harsh. It wasn't a tap-in. That was a solid pass. It's a tap-in, bro. Like, it's not a disrespectful thing. It is a solid pass. Football is about telling your teammate what to do. If someone scores a tap-in, that means someone has done the hard work of it, which is a great thing for Jesus and Vieira. It's not a disrespect, Every time you pass, you're passing on information to your teammate. You're telling Fabio Vieira, you don't need to do anything. Just tap that ball into the back of the net. It's not a disrespect. Turner 6, Tommy 8, Gabby 7, Tierney 8, Sambi 8. Ooh, I disagree with the Sambi one. Xhaka 7, Marquinhos 7, Martinelli 7, Fabio 9, Eddie 8, Jesus 8, Saka 7, Odegaard 7, White 7, Nelson 7. We need another quality player like Jesus. Trust, but you either have to spend bare money, or you have to be alert to situations like you saw with Zinchenko and Jesus. They wanted out of City. The contract situation was favorable. London is Arsenal, amen. I do credit the team. I said that at the start of the stream. I want Turner to be the lowest rated player, because it means I want my keeper to have the lowest rating every week, because it means my keeper's not having to work. And I badly wanted a clean sheet for him. Ben White, I've already said 6. Best start in our first 10 games since 07-08, 9 wins, 1 loss. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Hopefully we keep doing our thing. We need some emotes, DG. Come on, chat. Someone sort DG emotes. Got this epic channel. I'll patent that, man. You're right still. DG, would you play a stronger team at home to PSV in order to get 3 points and make sure we win the group? Avoid the last 32 tie? Amen, bro. Amen. People deluded. I'm back again. DG got me hooked. Swear. Appreciate you lot, man. Without you lot, the platform's dead. That assist was mad, bro. Nelson looked good. I can't lie. Need that goal from him. I hear that. It's interesting opinions, man. That assist from, that's slightly highlighted the game, really, for me. Lovely bit of play from Jesus. But then again, peach of a pass from Vieira for, cross better yet, for holding, inch perfect. Really excited to see what he can do, man. Really in this, and it's funny because remember some sections of us fans say, "Oh, why do we need Vieira? We've already got Smith Rowe and Zinchenko." But then these same people scream, "You need a squad." Gakpo is the real deal, in my opinion. Well, we're gonna get to see. Are you scared of PSV? They look crazy dangerous. No, if you're in European competition, you can't be or knockout or want to win something or achieve something. You can't be scared of anyone, really. But you have to consider, the group was probably going to come down to us or them, and it is already a congested fixture calendar list. And that was our second game, obviously, because the PSV game was cancelled. So see what we're doing. Might have to play big against PSV and then play second against Leeds. I don't know about that. Leeds away is not going to be easy. The league has to take precedent. If there's a strong team against PSV, there must be a strong team against Leeds. But there must be some sort of rotation if that's what Arteta's thinking. I can't back that shout, though, my guy. I cannot cap to you. That's a massa. Leeds is not going to be easy. And you got to remember, there's a lot of games this month. As much as we're going to recover and stuff, Premier League takes time. It takes a lot physically to recover. Don't they say it takes 48 hours or so to recover from a football game at this level? So, yeah, it's going to be a congested one, man. And the Prem, if we want to keep doing, it's no coincidence. Keep playing the team that's doing their thing. Play your strongest team. Things happen for you. Yeah, I feel sorry for that centre back, man. He didn't deserve that. Vieira, the ball was just stuck like glue to Jesus. And look at the run from Vieira again. Eddie Nketiah's goals and Vieira's are not necessarily glamorous, but it's the fact that off the ball, we don't score enough tap-ins historically, because people have not been in the area. Lacazette's probably next to Frimy or the Arsenal admin team if that's him. Vieira has to score against Liverpool. I don't know about that, but good question marks. Everyone question marks. Tomiyasu's done all he can. If Arteta's considering bringing him in, Tierney the same. Turner made crucial saves, but his distribution a problem. And that's where it's a bit weird because against Zurich, we were saying the opposite. We were saying his distribution is good, but the saves were a bit mad. Obviously, it's his first sort of period in London. Hopefully, he gets better than that. I'm not really personally convinced, but if he can come out to be a solid number 2 and I can be proven wrong, fair play, man. Man of the match. I think Vieira tips it. I think I think Tierney was good. But I mean, Vieira's an attacking player. He's involved in it. Tomiyasu, obviously, the thing that goes against him, people would say it's Glimt. It's not the biggest defensive task, but Tierney was good. Tomiyasu was good. I mean, Fabio Vieira's been involved, holding as well, really. But Fabio Vieira's my man of the match. He's been involved in all the goals, in it. Player. Hopefully, he keeps going up the gears, man. Nah, there's no right or wrong, man. Yeah, we got to keep playing strong, man. It's a Mazda killing it, DG. I'm using that term. That's the best way to describe it. I'd play the same team at Bodø, but would start Nelson instead of Martinelli. Vieira, man of the match. Great showing, lads. PSV panic at the back if pressured and their goalkeeper makes mistakes. They got knocked out of the Champions League qualifying by Rangers. They couldn't score against them in Holland. Graham, boy, big up you, man. My Scottish expert. Shout out this Flying Scotsman Tierney. So, yeah, man. Hopefully, we can do them things there. What do you make of Martinelli's play with his head down and Marquinhos looks too one-footed? Yeah, man, Marquinhos got to learn to be a bit more unpredictable in that regards then, and Martinelli's got to get his head up in general, but these are young players that got to improve, man. Only want Europa League title and fourth, to be honest. I want to finish as high as we can. I want to get to the Europa League. I want to pick up an FA Cup if we can. We're still technically in everything. Probably not going to win everything, but let's just compete, man. Chase excellence. Perfection in life is an illusion, but if we keep chasing that, we should be all right, man. We need to get used to having more than one good player in every position. Some fans act like kids when they get a new toy. Exactly. Everybody's rating Tierney now. Before it was peak for Tierney with Zinchenko. Zinchenko has a shaky performance. Oh, where's Tierney? Everyone was doing what they're doing about Smith Rowe, Zinchenko, Odegaard, and the rest of it. Just cool, man. You need a squad. Go for both if we're in the position to. Abigail, you ain't lied. And that's the best formula, really. There might come a period where it looks more realistic than the other, but you're in both, take both serious. And for me, if we are in the Champions League, let's learn these lessons now. because there's none of this rotation to this scale. If you could, not that we rotated that much today, you got to play the strongest team. You got to do it on the Tuesday and the Wednesday and on the Saturday, Sunday, you know, twice a week, 3 times in 10 days. So, yeah, man, let's see what that is saying, really, if I am completely honest with you. So, yeah, man, these Bodø man can play. They can, but playing good football has to correlate, man. Nelson did look positive. You know, the manager G'd you up and he said in no uncertain terms, you're going to get a chance. Obviously, 10 minutes ain't really a chance, but you just come back from 3 months out. Basically, 2 months spent out and a month really trying to get your bearings and rehab and all of that jazz. He said you're going to get your chance, go and do your thing, really. And Marquinhos and him, whether we probably still need to bring a winger in, but show what you can do. You know, we don't know what the Prem's going to be saying after December. You know, it's going to be hectic and unpredictable. We're already in a, you know, we already had some injuries to cope with. We're playing more games this season with less of a squad. There's a lot of football this month before we talk about anything else. So, yeah. How many signings would you like to see in January? Ideally, 2 midfielders and a winger in Dream World. You know, if you can, a winger and a centre mid. But yeah, let's just focus on getting one centre mid in through the door and seeing where the rest goes. We do need headaches in all positions. The first fixture in the Arctic Circle going to be tough, going to be cold, going to be on a significantly worse pitch. They're going to have their fans, and you saw the small section of their fans at the Emirates. It's going to be a good game. We will have to rotate. So again, we lose some natural fluidity, but we're going to have to get on with it, really. This is what it comes with. January, we need to add to